Aloha, it's Matthew, and I don't really have a design for today. I'm just gonna paint and chat. I do have a product to tell you about, because we're going to Kauai this coming weekend, and I wanted something to wear by the pool, and this Lite Link from Holo Taco. It's a pretty old one. I think they retired it as well. But any kind of super shimmery turquoise polish. This has got like a super green, blue, shifty shimmer in it. And that's what I wanted. I wanted something super shimmery. That's what my favorite thing to wear by the pool is. I don't know why. Probably because the sunshine, and it makes it just that much better. So I don't know if you remember, but here it is right here. The last polish that I had as my base color was this Orly Metamorphosis. And Orly typically isn't like super heavily pigmented. Like Holo Taco can be like super pigmented. And I wasn't expecting it to stain, but get ready for a jump scare. So I went to go remove that polish today, and that's what I had underneath. First off, if I thought I should have just done it, put this on. So super chic or super chic, I don't know how you say it. Their Bring It On base coat has been the best stain blocking base coat I've ever used. I used it under Never Tied Down by Holo Taco, which is a super blue stainer, and I had no issue. Came right off. Bring It On base coat. I've also heard that Starly's, I think it's Guardian. I heard that one's a pretty good base coat as well. So in regards to stain blocking, in regards to not having my nails peel and chip, this KB Shimmer, this Stay Put Hydrating Base Coat is still treating my nails really well. Look, not any splitting at all when I took my polish off. There was staining, but so there was that light blue green staining. So I hit it immediately with this Orly Cutique. I just like brushed it on and kind of agitated it with the brush. You do have to be careful about leaving this on too long. It's super basic, not like pumpkin spice latte basic. It's like the opposite end of acidic. So it can ruin your nails and like really damage your skin, because what it does is it breaks down the cells. So it's meant to be a cuticle remover. So, but you can brush it on the entire nail. And then what I did was I put it on my pinky and I worked my way to my thumb. And then I came back through and used the brush to scrub a little by like just, moving the Cutique back and forth. And then I immediately washed this hand. And then I removed the polish from this hand, had the light staining, and then I did the same thing. Put the Cutique on, agitated it a little bit, and then immediately washed it off. Water deactivates this. And mine's a little chunky. I don't know if that's because it's like old, but it still worked today. And I also, KB Shimmer has a even more affordable, this is their Clean Start Gel Cuticle Remover. See it here, it says that it has potassium hydroxide. I think that's what the thing is that's like really can be detrimental to your skin if you leave it on too long. But as you can see, and I'll show a quick photo of like right immediately after. And my nails are super shiny in that photo because I hosed them down with cuticle oil as the next step, because once I used that Cutique, I didn't want them to be dried out. I've already applied some KB Shimmer Fillin Groovy to my nails. It's a blurring base coat and a ridge filling base coat. The reason I wanted the blurring base coat is that this is a very, it's a pretty sheer polish. But I just wanted to share that with you guys because I know that a lot of polishes nowadays tend to have so much pigment so that they can be like really opaque really fast, but then you end up having super stained nails. And if it matters to you to not have stained nails, then that Q-Teak might be a good idea. Or using a color blocking base coat. And the reason I put the that Fillin Groovy on earlier is that it takes, for me, I like to let it dry for 20 minutes. 5 would probably do it, but you see how sheer that is? Like, you can see through my nail right there still. It's got a lot of shine and shimmer, but it's, I can't get a light behind it. It's still pretty sheer. So that's why I put on that blurring base coat, is just to add a little bit of what's the word? A little bit of a base layer. Yeah, I have to go to work tomorrow, and my coworker, I think I've told you all, she's going to the police department to dispatch with them, and her birthday is this Friday, and she doesn't like to make a big deal out of it. So originally I just had like a little cake ordered for Thursday, so there'd be fewer people. But on Wednesday, everybody overlaps, and so everyone's there on Wednesday. And since she's now leaving, we're making it a going away and birthday party tomorrow. So I'm dressing up fancy, which means I'm just wearing an Aloha shirt to work. That's dressing up here in the islands. And it's a surprise so far. I don't think she knows, but we've got a cake, and everyone's bringing in like potluck snacks. We have a little party. And then I showed you guys a couple videos ago, like I made her a couple pairs of earrings as a birthday / going away present. And she likes statement earrings. So hopefully she'll like those earrings and enjoy her send-off. This morning we had a little panic with one of our cats, Baby the cat. He is he's a Siamese cat that came with one of the houses that I moved into when I lived pretty deep in the jungle. I described him as a jungle cat when I first had him. Like literally, he would come into the house, yell for his breakfast, eat it, and then leave. And then he would come into the house, yell for dinner, eat it, and leave. And that was our relationship when we first met. And since then, he's become a much nicer cat. And he like actually comes in and enjoys sitting in our company. Still doesn't like sit on our laps or anything like that, but he'll sit in our company. Anyway, this morning he didn't show up for his breakfast, which is very out of character. And so like all day long I was kind of trying to not panic. And then when I came home for lunch, because I work 5 miles away, so I typically come home for lunch, he still had not shown up to eat his breakfast, which that started to like really freak me out. I thought maybe like a wild pig got him, or like maybe he fell into a hole. Like we have, like they just cleared the lot next door, so there's like big rocks and stuff that he could have fallen in between, and like I was just starting to think of all the possibilities of what could have happened to him. And then after I made everyone else's dinner and I was starting to get really sad about it, he just showed up. I opened up the garage door and there he was. No injuries, no nothing wrong with him. Just ready for dinner. So that was a good end or middle part of the day. You guys, I'm so looking forward to this vacation getaway. I've been doing like 6 days a week at work. For like one reason or another, it just lined up that my coworker and I had swapped some days. Like I took days off and she took days off, and I was covering hers and she was covering mine. And so the past 2 weeks, I've been working 6 days a week, which coming up, that's what it's going to be like for quite some time. It's going to be at least 2 months. Do you guys see that shimmery color, that ultra shifty? Ooh, I love it. There's also a micro holographic sparkle in there too, so perfect. Yeah, this will look really good in the sunshine by the pool. But gonna rest and recharge, and then essentially when we get back, that's gonna be my coworker's final week. And then I'm just using this orange stick just to clean up the edge there. And then starting in May, that's when my promotion begins. If you missed that video, I got the promotion to Clerk Dispatcher 2. So I'm technically the supervisor, but the funny thing is, since she's leaving, and since I was the other Dispatcher 1, I'm moving into the supervisor role with no one to supervise. So it's literally going to be just me until we get new hires on. And the thing with county was like, they can't even post the positions. They know they're going to be open, but the way that it's like the way that the rules are with hiring and stuff, they can't even post her position or my position because we're technically both still in them. She's put in her notice, but she's still in the position, and I got the new promotion, but I'm still in the position. So they can't even be listed to the public until the 1st of May. And if you were here a couple years ago, year and a half ago, when I was going through the saga of getting hired and applying, it took me like 2.5 months to get my job. So let's say all runs smooth as silk and we find great candidates, 2 of them, on the first go round, then it's still going to be probably about 2 months from now before sorry, I'm taking a little extra concentration on that one. Something's going on with the tip there. Before I get a clerk dispatcher 1 to train, because that is part of the supervisor duties. It will be that I get to train the new ones that come on. So that's nice. You know, I can get things running a little bit shipshape. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be challenging that first 2.5 months or so when it's just me, though. Yeah, you guys. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so this is a very sheer polish. So I'm going to go for a quick light third coat. I had considered stamping on some waves or something, but then when I went to go look for a stamping plate, I just couldn't find one that spoke to me. So we're just gonna go with shimmery. And that's gonna be that. And the funny thing was, when I was picking this out, I was trying to find like a light green shimmer so that I could do a jewelry video or to go with it. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I don't even have time. I'm gonna be getting ready tomorrow night. I'm gonna have to just, I guess, make a list of things I want to pack at work. And then when I get home tomorrow, it's gonna be all getting ready and packing. And by getting ready, I mean I think I'm gonna like trim my beard and cut my hair. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't think the color shift is really coming up out there. I'm gonna have to take this out into the sun. Like maybe tomorrow afternoon I'll take these nails out into the sun and add it on to the very end of the video. But yeah, any polish that's this sheer, 3 coats is a good idea. 3 thin coats. I mean, you could probably get away with 2, but especially these like thin ethereal shades, like in my opinion, 3 just looks so much better. And I totally just bumped my nail. I'm just gonna see if I can dab on the tiniest little bit and fill that hole. And then nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. It's totally on the side right there. Nobody's gonna know. Yeah. When I hit it with the top coat, nobody's gonna know. Especially being so shiny like this, if I'm out in the sunshine, it's going to be dazzling. Especially with the teeny tiny little holographic sparkle in there. No one's gonna see that little divot. Okay, last thumb here. And then I'm gonna put a top coat on, and then I'm going to get ready for bed, you guys. Been a long day worrying about the cat all day, and then he finally just saunters in ready for dinner. Oh my God, look at that. Ooh, so pretty. You know what, I wonder if I zoom in, if you guys can see it better. I'm gonna zoom in here. Yeah. Look at that, pay no mind to the little over painting. I'll clean that up later. Look at that green blue shimmer. That you can really see the difference when it's zoomed in like that. You can see the green. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then those teeny tiny little micro holographic sparkles. Yeah, that's definitely poolside winning. All right. So let me hit this with some top coat. I think I've told you guys time and time again that my favorite top coat is Clearly On Top by KB Shimmer. Still is. Oh my God, this nail. This nail is just having the worst day ever. Let me see if I can fix that. I just bumped it when I was trying to pick up my top coat. All right, I just put like a kind of a blob on there. I hope that when I hit it with the top coat, it'll smooth out. And that's not top coat even. I bumped my nail and it's not even top coat. Oh, it's because it's over here. There we go. And that time I didn't hit anything, so that's a win. Okay. All right, you guys. Thanks for sticking with me. If you like nail content or crafting, feel free to like this video, hype it, comment, tell me where you've gone on vacation recently. And even if you didn't go somewhere, tell me what you do to rest and relax. That's what I want to know. Because over the next couple months, I'm going to have to really focus on the day that I do get off every week. I'm really going to have to focus on me. Going to get some, what's it called? I'll get all my errands done, of course. And then I'm definitely going to have to find some me time on those days. I think what I'm going to aim for is to hit the beach every other weekend on my day off. I mean, I should take advantage of it. I do live in Hawaii. The funny thing is, Scott and I were talking about, we haven't been to the beach in, well, we went, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago. But prior to that, it had been quite some time. And then we both realized, oh, I mean, technically it is winter. And although, you know, it didn't get super cold here, we've had a lot of rain. And it did get down into the 60s, you guys, which for us is frigid. Like, I had to wear pants one day. And yeah, we don't deal well with cooler temperatures. In fact, I think on one of those nights where, crap. I'm just going to do it right here on this. That little blob moved a little bit since I put that blob that I put there. We'll see if this top coat can smooth it out. But again, if it doesn't smooth out, it's not the end of the world. Either if it bothers me that much, then tomorrow I can come back through and just take off that single nail and paint that one nail again. Or this this Clearly On Top does have toluene in it, which really helps smooth out. It kind of, the solvent kind of reactivates the base layer below it. And in my opinion, that's what makes it so good. But in fact, like for those polishes that are like shimmer polishes that can have a little bit of streakiness, this polish is the solution for that. I mean, if you can, you know, if you can do straight brush strokes, that's going to get it started. But then when you put this polish on, or this top coat on that has the toluene, it smooths all that out. All right. I don't even know if you can see it, but that blob is even smoothing out. I think it's going to be inconspicuous enough that I'm going to leave it. All right, you guys. when you're seeing this, I should be laying by the pool, soaking up some sun in Kauai. All right. See you later next time. Bye.